Mini episode 1664 of the FDH Lounge is brought to you by Sportsology, delivering unconventional columns and webcasts about sports, TV, music, movies, and more. Follow them on the web at sportsology.com.
The FDH Lounge. You want to schedule your life around it.
A long time ago, on a gloomy, wet Cleveland spring night, two men stand alone amidst the late-night drizzle. Their voices echo across the vacant station parking lot as they debate the merits of the great American radio show that have been missing for far too long. On that night, an idea was born. That idea became the FDH Lounge. Welcome to the FDH Lounge.
Hello and welcome to FDH Lounge mini episode 1664, the weekly FDH football preview show. I'm FDH Managing Partner Rick Morris here with our fantasy and non-fantasy preview for Week 6 of the 2023 NFL season, as well as a look at Week 7 of the college football season. We start with our picks right now for the college football playoff. 1 Georgia, 2 Michigan, 3 Florida State, 4 Oklahoma. The next 4 in are 5 Penn State, 6 Ohio State, 7 Washington, 8 USC. For last week's college picks, we are 1-0, bringing us to 14-5-1 on the season. By the way, we're coming off a 25-15 season in 2022, so that's a combined 39-20-1 over that span. Here's what we've got this week. Tennessee -3 over Texas A&M. In the NFL, we're going for our 4th season since 2016 of being profitable, i.e. above 52.4%, picking every game of the season. Last week we were 8-8, 2-1 on the Big Three, and 1-0 on the lock. For this season, it's 35-40-3 overall, 7-7-1 on the Big Three, 2-3 on the lock. Green Bay and Pittsburgh are on the bye. Here's our picks for this week. Denver plus 10.5 over Kansas City, Baltimore minus 4.5 over Tennessee, Cincinnati minus 2.5 over Seattle, Houston plus 1.5 over New Orleans, Miami minus 14 over Carolina, Atlanta minus 2.5 over Washington, Minnesota minus 3 over Chicago, Las Vegas minus 2.5 over New England, the LA Rams minus 7 over Arizona, Detroit minus 3 over Tampa Bay, the New York Giants plus 15.5 over Buffalo, and Dallas minus 2.5 over the LA Chargers. For our Big Three, it's Philadelphia minus 6.5 over the New York Jets, and Jacksonville minus 4.5 over Indianapolis. And in the 1,000-star gold-plated lock of the millennium for NFL Week 6, it's San Francisco minus 9.5 over Cleveland. Here's the top 10 in our power rankings for this week. 1 Philly, 2 San Fran, 3 Miami, 4 KC, 5 Buffalo, 6 Dallas, 7 Detroit, 8 Baltimore, 9 Seattle, 10 Cincinnati. Here's our bottom 5, 28 New England, 29 New York Giants, 30 Arizona, 31 Carolina, 32 Chicago. Now for our fantasy football segment. Remember, we strongly discourage fantasy overmanaging. You don't pull your top guys unless they're hurt or on a bye, period. Don't let the matchups or everything geeks tell you anything different. Here's our list of guys that you go with as long as you're confident that they'll be playing, keeping in mind that some won't be playing this week. QB, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Justin Fields, Justin Herbert, Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, Trevor Lawrence, Patrick Mahomes, and Tua. Running backs, Saquon Barkley, Austin Eckler, Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, Christian McCaffrey, Bijan Robinson, and Jonathan Taylor. Wide receiver, Devontae Adams, A.J. Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jamar Chase, Stephon Diggs, Tyreek Hill, Justin Jefferson, Cooper Kupp, CeeDee Lamb, Devontae Smith, and Jalen Waddle. Tight end, Mark Andrews, T.J. Hawkinson, Travis Kelce, and George Kittle. Remember, our Thursday night game picks and fantasy recommendations are up every week on our Twitter page at the FDH Lounge. Now, here's our non-gimme picks for the week. We like 8 QBs: Kirk Cousins, Jared Goff, Trevor Lawrence, Dak Prescott, Brock Purdy, Geno Smith, Matthew Stafford, and C.J. Stroud. We like 16 running backs: Tyler Algier, James Cook, Travis Etienne, Dante Foreman, Breece Hall, Alvin Kamara, Joe Mixon, David Montgomery, Zach Moss, Raheem Mostert, Dameon Pierce, Tony Pollard, Ramondre Stevenson, DeAndre Swift, Kenneth Walker III, and Kyron Williams. We like 14 wide receivers: Jordan Addison, Brandon Ayuk, Keenan Allen, Nico Collins, Zay Flowers, DeAndre Hopkins, Christian Kirk, DK Metcalf, Puka Nacua, Chris Olave, Michael Pittman, Calvin Ridley, Adam Thielen, and Garrett Wilson. And we like 4 tight ends: Evan Engram, Dallas Goedert, Cole Kmet, and Kyle Pitts. Thank you for joining us for this week's FDH Football Preview Show.